Okay, here we are back again with more Dragon Age Inquisition, and yeah, we're in the Fade. The Fade has happened, and we got dropped down right into the middle of the Fade, the obligatory Fade level. There is a supply cache right here that I maybe don't necessarily need, but I suppose I can grab it. I can just sort of top everybody off and just for funsies and grab this supply cache. Nothing wrong with it. This is a pretty linear level, so I'm not going to be back. I won't be back later, so. Hastily written note. Let's see what this is. Maker, give me strength. When the Darkspawn came to Denerim, I wept so hard that I could not see, but still I fought for you. When demons poured from the sky where the Temple of Sacred Ashes used to stand, my hands shook so badly that I could not aim my bow, but still I fought for you. When Corypheus and his archdemon destroyed Haven and killed my friends, I screamed until I had no voice, but still I fought for you. They are sending me to attack Adamant. They say that the fortress is defended by an army of demons, and the odds are grim. We cannot win, but our distraction, our sacrifice, may give the important people the chance to do what is necessary. My stomach is knotted, and I see dead friends from old battles reaching out for me every time I close my eyes. I am so afraid, Maker, but still I will fight for you. Writer unknown. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I feel like Naughty is not really a fan of, sending all these people to their deaths. Yeah, I agree. We have a bunch of wraiths around here.
Let's look around.
I'm okay with that.
Around.
Shadowed Viridian Crystal. Ooh, Drakestone. Nice. A candle. Okay. Fears of the Dreamers. Present the item to the pilgrim. The pilgrim. I came to the Temple of Sacred Ashes with the faithful, ready to help with the conclave. I prayed to the Maker for peace, but the mountains shook and fell and buried me. Alone in the darkness, my legs crushed, I cried in fear of a world with no Maker, fading in and out of dreams of monsters inside the black. Light my final hours. Let me go to the Maker without the terrors of darkness confounding me. Alright, so we'll stick the candle there, and that gives me +1 magic. Hey, alright, cool. A plea from the warrior to the spirits. The wolves were our allies. In the old days, before Andraste, before the Maker, we knew this to be so. But man grew tired of the chase, the hunt, the truth of fang and steel and blood. Man put seeds in the ground, tended cattle and chickens, and built fences to keep the wolves away. Man bred hounds that would heel and sit and obey, and told himself that the hounds were just as good. Now the Darkspawn come again. They break our fences, kill our cattle and chickens, burn our crops. Our dogs cower with tails between their legs, or if they fight, they fall to the poison of Darkspawn blood. We are dying, and I am shamed by my cowardice. The ways of man and hound are not enough. I come to you, spirits of the old forest, I who built fences, I who came with fire and steel to drive you away. I come to you because fear has made my arms weak. I ask you for unforgiving rage to make them strong again. Kill the hound in my heart and grow strong from the meat on its bones. In its place, give me the wolf. Words caught in the bloody ripples of ancient water in the Fade, somehow remembered. Okay. There's a lot of weird stuff here, but, I like it. It's weird in a good way. Cooldown amulet, that's alright. I hope I don't run out of, inventory space. You can actually keep the stuff you find in the Fade this time. Another +1 magic. I like that. Anything over here? A book. Walking the Fade, Frozen Moments. I once studied the Fade as a scholar, dissecting it as a child might a rat or a frog. I was young and craved the power conquering the Fade could bring. I tried in vain to chart its paths, and when that failed, I attempted to secure them. In my arrogance, I struggled against the Fade's very nature. How does one pin down a dream? How can one control a thought so that it might travel always the same course from conception to completion? Only when I let go of my desires and humbled myself was the Fade open to me. The spirits came and took it upon themselves to be my guides, my lanterns in the darkness. At their command, the paths grew still, and I could walk them again and again. I was shown vast oceans, containing not water but memories, drawn from the minds of dreamers. I drifted through frozen moments like paintings, perfect in each detail. As I explored this impossible realm, the spirits kept darker things at bay. I came to trust them, even love them, and I saw my own love reflected in them. I know the Fade. To know the Fade, one cannot seek to master it. The Fade is the master, the teacher. We are merely apprentices. Writings of Magister Callistus of Terraven, known to some as Callistus the Fade-Touched. Okay. Cool. I have a big party here, because I've got Stroud and Hawk both in my party. Well, I mean, they're not in my party, but they're following me around, too. So it's like, I've got 5 people following me around instead of just 3. So it's like, if somebody's blocking my way out of a bottleneck, it's like, wow, that's... Hello?
By the Maker. Could that be?
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't understand.
Back at Haven, I thought I saw... How can you be here?
She's not. I fear we face a spirit. Or a demon.
Yeah, probably.
You think my survival impossible. Yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Really? How hard is it to answer one question? I'm a human, and you are?
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
Wait, how did you know my title? I was not the Inquisitor when you died.
The real Divine would have no way of knowing that I'd been made Inquisitor.
I know, because I have examined memories like yours, stolen by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror.
Okay.
The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I would gladly avenge the insult this nightmare dealt my brethren.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
So why do demons serve Corypheus?
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world.
Okay.
He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
Yeah. Oh, crap.
The big demon Eramond was trying to bring through.
Yes.
It's nearby.
Yes.
Well, shit.
When you entered the Fade at Heaven,
Yeah.
the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it.
Okay.
These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Time to get some memories back, I guess.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
What's going on here?
Run while you can! Warn them! We cannot tarry long.
Yeah, okay, but I still, like, please tell me what you are.
So, can you tell me what you are?
I told you. I am helping you.
Yes, but are you her, or some kind of fade remnant of her? Or a spirit imitating her?
Our world is never that simple. What if the answer is none of those things? Or all of them? I am what the Maker made me. The question is, are you what the Maker made you, Inquisitor?
Why me?
If I was chosen, I just don't understand why. Why me? Why this?
You are not the first to ask such questions.
Yeah.
Did Andraste not question when the Maker charged her with an impossible task?
Okay.
Did she not feel unworthy?
I don't know.
Questions didn't lessen her heroism.
So now I'm a hero.
Not yet. Perhaps not ever. The choice will be yours.
Really? I'm not a hero
You still
yet?
haven't answered my question. What are you?
I am what you see. All other answers rest in you.
Okay. Do you remember what happened?
You must know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
As must you. The answer lies in your memories, lost to the nightmare when you last walked the Fade.
Or you could just tell me.
Would you trust my words? Trust what you have seen.
Okay. Why are you helping us?
Tell me why you're here. Why take part in this?
After heaven, I hid here. I watched quietly, learned what I could, and searched for some way to help. And then you came.
I don't know what that means.
Corypheus and the Nightmare do an injustice to the world. You must stop them. Perhaps you were meant to stop them. Perhaps that is why I am here.
Okay. Tell me about the anchor.
What can you tell me about this mark on my hand?
Recover your memories to learn how the mark came to be upon your hand. As for what it is the needle that pulls the thread, as well as the key.
I don't understand.
It is the needle that passes through the veil, as little else can. You are the thread, and it is the key that locks or unlocks a door to the Fade. It lets you walk in the Fade physically, and survive. Without it, Corypheus must find another way to the Black City. It is part of you now, and cannot be removed without your death.
Awesome. That's great. Tell me of the nightmare.
I'd like to know more about the nightmare.
It is not simply fear. It is the terror you cannot remember, the horror your mind erases to protect you. When old memories no longer make the veteran soldier's hand tremble, it is because the nightmare has taken them. Most people avoid their fears. It is simple for the demon to steal the darkest fragments. They forget, and it feeds. Corypheus has helped it grow monstrous.
But that sounds almost kind. Like, isn't that sometimes a good thing?
It makes people forget the worst parts of their fears. It almost sounds like the nightmare is helping people.
Perhaps it was once. But now, it helps none but Corypheus. By his hand, it creates more fear and grows even stronger. In any case, robbing people of their fears is never a kindness. At best, it is a mistake born of compassion. Without fear and pain and failure, we cannot learn. We cannot grow, as you cannot grow until you recover all that was taken from you.
Okay. So is anything here real?
So, all of this is just a dream? Part of the Fade?
It is not just a dream. The minds of mankind are made real here. Their hopes, their loves, and their fears. What changes their world also changes this one. And yours are footsteps that move mountains in both. Tread carefully, Inquisitor. This ground is more treacherous than you know.
Okay.
We should keep moving.
Yeah, I've got one more memory here too, so I should probably try to grab them all. Oh dear.
Now is the hour of our victory.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me! What's going on here?
Wow.
So, your mark did not come from Andraste. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
I mean, I don't know that she ever thought it was Andraste necessarily. But yeah, let's just keep moving.
Was that everything you wanted me to see?
For the time being, you cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Something troubles you, Hawk.
I wondered if you might be concerned about the Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
Oh, I intend to.
Oh boy.
Do you think that was truly the Divine?
We have survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
She seems interested in helping us. That much is clear.
And the nightmare? From what she said, I don't look forward to meeting it.
It's nothing like me. I make people forget to help them. It eats their fears. I don't know if I could do that, but I don't. I don't want to. That's not me.
Peace, Cole. None of us mistake you for the nightmare. It is a fear demon, as I suspected, likely drawing on terrors related to the Blight. Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion, save perhaps desire. Be wary. The nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
After what it did to my fellow Wardens, I pray we find some way to strike it down.
Yeah. Indeed, these guys have a lot to say. Solus and Cole especially have a lot to say in the Fade. But yeah, this is all fascinating shit and also a little bit depressing. A letter written in a shaking hand. Son, by the time you read this, the Darkspawn poison will have claimed me. We gave all at Starkhaven, and we bought time for the Wardens to slay the Archdemon, but when I smelled the corruption in my wound, I knew I would not live to see you again. Phyrus will want men to search the battlefield. He sees Starkhaven as rising to greatness, and the weapons of 100 dead Grey Wardens lying unclaimed on the ground will help him conquer the Free Marches. You must refuse. The battlefield is soaked in poison, and no speech, no bullying, no taunts about cowardice can change that. Anything that roams that battlefield now will die. Stall him however you must, and watch for the crows. Those birds have the good sense to fear the blight. When you see them gather, then you will know that the poison is gone, and it is safe to search the battlefield for trinkets to satisfy Phyrus. I will not be here to guide you, son, so you must learn from the crows. They watch patiently, and they let their fear keep them alive. Please, I beg you, watch the crows and do the same. Sora. That probably dates back to the second Blight, I would assume. I believe it was the second Blight that basically ended at Starkhaven. There was a big battle there where the Wardens defeated the Archdemon. And then King Phyrus of Starkhaven basically used the victory to sort of enhance his own power, and he made a play for all of the Free Marches.
We have a visitor.
Oh dear.
Some silly little girl comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from her shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think the pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home, so by all means let me return what you have forgotten.
Yikes. I don't like it when evil things talk to me in scary voices. It's not fun. It's not fun, you guys.
I expected worse.
These are but minor servants of the nightmare.
Yeah.
Pity.
I think we're gonna definitely see worse. Flowers, okay. There's a freeholder somewhere that wants these flowers, I think. That's gross. But, like, seriously, who are you calling a silly little girl? Come on, dude. Fears of the freeholder. I watched the blight take my land. I had nowhere to go. I tended the fields as I had, even as my flock died and my family sickened. My body racked by pains and chills, I saw too late the poison that had crept into the land. In my fever dreams, the sickness covered this whole world, and I wept in fear for the family I killed with my foolish pride. Show me that this world survives. Show me that the poison does not take everything. Okay, there's your flowers. That gave me 1 constitution, so that's nice. I wish I knew what this was. It's creepy, though. It's creepy. The Claws of Dumat. Master unveiled a new altar. It stands higher than a man, like a great statue, and great spikes jut out from its length, hungry for blood. Master calls it the Claw of Dumat, and says that the altar will help bring Tevinter to glory. I praised it, as was expected, and Master smiled. It was good to see him smile again. He has been fearful of late, vexed by the loss of followers. He has met with the other priests, and in secret I have heard them discussing ways to return the people of Tevinter to the ways of the old gods, as is only just. He spoke to me later in the day, and asked that I call him Corypheus, as it was the name he would take for himself after a ritual. Master, now Corypheus, told me that my people, the elves of old, were tied to the Fade, and that in order to carry out the will of Dumat, he would need to call upon the magic that lives in our blood. Corypheus told me to gather all of the elven servants and bring them to the western hall of our home at midnight. That is the hall where the Claw of Dumat is now kept. There are shackles across the top of the great altar, and pools lined with runes beneath the claws. I have sent my wife and children away, but I have not warned the others. A few I may save. If I tried to save us all, we would only be killed in some other way, and others would die in our place. Master once laughed and joked. He could be stern, but he was not a cruel man. The weakening of the temples brought fear into his heart, and that fear has changed him. The cuts upon his arms are deeper and longer where he used his blood magic more often. He speaks to his wife little. He listens only to the voices in his dreams. It is almost midnight. The Claw of Dumat, great and spiked and merciless, is all my mind can see. I must gather the others. My family is safe. Corypheus will take me, but not those I love. Words somehow preserved in blood at the statue's base. Okay. That's very creepy. Alright, I suppose we can move on. I don't know where I'm going. I've already gone this way. Okay, so I have to go this way. Bloodstone, nice. But yeah, I love the conceit of this demon sort of talking to you and talking to your party members and like trying to make them afraid, trying to psych us all out as we get closer. It's an interesting conceit. I kind of wish that, because as far as I know, it doesn't. What he says to you as the Inquisitor doesn't really change much. Regardless of like which Inquisitor you play. I kind of wish it was a little bit like more.
Look!
Oh gosh. Yeah, okay, these are the fun spiders, the fear spiders. They're named after fears. We got corruption, what else have we got? War. Yeah. But I like the, but I think it's fun that he calls her silly little girl. I think specifically in Nadia's case, I think she is kind of afraid that ultimately she's just this ridiculous person who's pretending to be something she's not. Excerpt from a journal. They think they own us, think they decide whether we live or die. They sit there smug in their armor, ready to cut off our heads for the slightest transgression, as though we don't strive every day to stay sane, to keep the demons away. They can't control us any longer. I won't go back to the circle, not ever. I thought about it last night, being back in the tower, their eyes on me, and all of it came back. All the years, head down, don't clench your fingers, be it good mage, be it quiet mage. And I realized I don't want to make peace with the Templars. I want them to burn. Want it so badly that the bed caught fire and wouldn't go out until Yvonne iced it all over. It's still there inside me. I want them to feel the fear they made me feel. I want them to know what it's like. We're leaving for the Conclave in a few hours. If those bastards so much as blink the wrong way, I'll let them see what an apostate looks like. From the Journal of an Unknown Mage. Yeah, that's... Oop. Oop. Fortunately, I got a lot of frost damage in my team right now, so...
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Like Blackwall. There's nothing like a Grey Warden, and you are nothing like a Grey Warden.
I'll show you a warden's strength. beast.
Are you afraid, Cole? I can help you forget, just like you help other people. We're so very much alike, you and I.
No.
No, honey, you're not. You're not at all like him, I promise.
Döth ma herelan. Mabanal inasalin. Marsolas ina mardin.
Bonal Nadas.
I believe if you are playing, there is one thing. If you're playing a Dalish Inquisitor, I believe you do know what that means. You understand the words spoken right there. I'm sure I could find it. I don't know off the top of my head. I know generally what they're talking about. But.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Fenris is going to die just like your family.
Oh.
And everyone you ever cared about.
Screw you, buddy.
Well, that's going to grow tiresome quickly.
Gotta agree with that.
Those were little fears. Tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And, of course, they look like giant spiders.
Spiders? That is not what I saw.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear shape their appearance to unnerve each of us.
Great. What did you see, Blackwall? Probably Darkspawn? That's what I would assume. Maybe. Excerpt from a journal. I went to Deventer when I was a child. I remember dragon statues everywhere, big ones. I shivered as I walked between them, afraid they were going to bite me or breathe fire. My parents hushed me and told me the Magisters liked the dragons as a sign of their power. Dragons are beasts, mindless, terrible. The archdemon that comes with each blight is an offense to the Maker. We know all these things, but the Magisters don't care. And it is the same with the mages. So much danger, so much power in hands not ready for it, and the mages only wish to celebrate themselves. The Magisters are what the mages of Ferelden and Orlais want to be, our rulers, holding us in terror so that we wonder if they will bite as we walk by them. I joined the Templars to keep such mages under control. I have killed many since the rebellion we all saw coming. Now the Divine wishes us to meet them at the Conclave and give them a chance to make peace. I will go. I will smile, but if the dragon statue looks ready to bite, I will strike first. I am not a child, and I will not be afraid. From the Journal of an Unnamed Templar. Yeah, these... Okay, so I think we're going in the right direction. The Birth of Fear. In an elegant script. You are too young to worry so, my child. Write your worries down here. All your fears are smaller once you have defined them. Listed in a child's shaky hand. What if Darkspawn come back? Father said one day he'll die. Darkspawn underground, Darkspawn under our house, Darkspawn coming up from basement, the sun will die. Black bits on bread could be blight, getting sick and dying from blight. Grey Wardens coming to make Father go back. Father dying fighting Darkspawn. Dark patch on Father's arm that he hides from Mother. Father says he hears music. From a letter lying near a cluster of spider eggs. Yikes. Okay. I hope my inventory isn't getting too full. Yeah. We might be pushing it by the time...
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger.
Okay. Do we have anything else I can talk about now?
There is not much time, Inquisitor.
No, I've already... Okay.
We should keep moving.
It doesn't give me any new ones. Okay.
Go! The demons!
The Grey Warden. I joined the Wardens to serve in glory. No blade could touch me, nor any claw pierce my armor. Still, I was fated by joining to die. Alone in the deep roads, the calling in my mind, I sat by the last campfire I would see, allowing myself one last night of terror, and cursed the fate that brought me here. Let it be my choice to have served and died. Let it be nobility rather than the dread hand of fate. Destroy my destiny, and let this be my decision. Okay. I mean, I can try. A letter in a child's simple writing. The door is open. Mother said to run. She said the Darkspawn were coming. She wanted me to go. The door is open. It was closed when I left. She said she would be right behind me. She said not to come back, no matter what. The lamps are lit all over the village, even during the day, to see through the smoke. Mother should be here by now. But the door is open. I'm going to look inside. That might not be such a good idea. Ah! Another hastily written note. A note left by a burning candle. Lunette. The breach is sealed, and the war between the Templars and the Mages is finally over. All our fear and terror is finally ending as order returns to this world. I wish you could see the people celebrating at Haven. It is everything you would have wanted when you left for the Conclave. I will make your sacrifice a worthy one. What we do here with this fledgling Inquisition will shape all of Thedas. I will make you proud. Your flame will burn forever as a beacon of hope. Something is happening. The ground is shaking, and the soldiers are running to the gates. Rest well at the Maker's side, my daughter. I will sing your memory again soon. Love, Eloine. Okay. Let's see what we got.
This is the breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
The demons! Keep running! Ah! Go!
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then you... She died.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit.
You don't say.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Are you her memory?
Are you a memory of the Divine? A reflection?
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus. We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Assuming that the Wardens and their demon army didn't destroy the Inquisition while we were gone.
How dare you judge us?
Oh boy.
You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. But you'd ignore that, because you can't imagine a world without the Wardens, even if that's what we need.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
The blood sings softly, it never stops, and then it's all they hear. We can't let them hurt more people.
What are you saying? You want to get rid of the Wardens? Everyone makes mistakes. They would have died to save us.
I think, yeah. Maker, please stop, both of you.
Sweet Maker, could both of you please shut up? We can argue once we've escaped from the giant fear demon.
Inquisitor.
Yeah. I know, she's getting a little on, she's getting a little edgy.
Found us.
Yeah, let's just kick some butt.
Form up.
I'm with you.
What do we got now? Dark spawn, yeah, dark spawn, that's corpses, yeah, possession, demons, yeah. Blood magic, yeah, okay, fair. Abominations.
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the Fade.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with that. Let's just fill up. Like I said, I'm not too proud to just top myself off with the supply cache if I'm given one. When I'm given one. I do need to find something for the Grey Warden.
Warden Stroud, how must it feel to devote your whole life to the Wardens, only to watch them fall? Or worse, to know that you were responsible for their destruction?
Gibbering horror.
When the next blight comes, will they curse your name?
With the Maker's blessing, we'll end this wretched.
Right? Like, that's enough, sir. That's more than enough. Okay, so I found a tarot card to give to the Warden. Let's do that, and then I think I might end the episode here. This is a pretty big level. Let's do that. And that gave me a strength boost, so that's nice. And yeah, I think I'll leave it here. I'm running... This is about a good place to stop. Yep. I've got a good place to stop here. So, as always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Later.